Hey folks, welcome back to Law Creations. Just wanted to do a video for tonight, guys. It's Christmas Eve, so I hope everybody's having a great Christmas Eve with their loved ones. I've been under the weather the last few days, so I haven't had time to do a video, and I apologize for that. But my wife went to her folks' house with my kids, and I stayed behind because I really didn't want to get anybody sick. So I had a little bit of time here to do a video. So let's see how we can do here. So I opened up my newest Acid Rain figure, Space Prisoner. And I gotta say, at first glance, he's pretty amazing. I just wanted to open him. I wanted to share with you guys this particular figure. I will start out by saying I spent $40 on this guy. So he is a little bit pricey. It's all in the matter of what you can afford and what your price range limits are. I normally don't spend $40 on one single figure, but what really stood out to me on this figure is the uniqueness of it. I don't know of any 1/18th scale figure quite like this one. The astronaut look, the prisoner look, just the overall aesthetics of this particular figure really caught my eye. And if something's really unique and looks really nice, I'll spend a little bit of money. But it's all a matter of what you can afford and what your tastes are. So I figured I'd just open them up and share with you guys what I think. We'll check them out, and I'll do the best I can do to review him and give you a final verdict. Okay, so here he is in hand, guys. And I have to say, just by looking at him, he's very bulky. He looks pretty amazing. The sculpt work is really top notch. That head sculpt is really awesome. It's very he's very chiseled, very distressed. You can tell he's been a prisoner for a long time. Dirtied face. He's got the frown. So life hasn't been too good to him. So, but he is pretty amazing. The head, goes back and forth nicely. It rotates, rocks. Everything you would expect it to do, it does nicely. So, he doesn't have much of an ab crunch. He does, swindle. Swindle. He does swivel. And he's got single jointed arms. His hands are nicely articulated. They go back and forth, up and down, and they swivel. Single jointed legs, which is to be expected with the bulkiness of this particular figure. And the shoulders do go all the way around nicely. This doesn't really interfere with much. You can't go out that far, really. That's about it. But you can go straight out, which is cool. So, not bad articulation for a figure this size. I have to say I really like this figure. You guys must get sick of hearing me always saying what I like about something. I always like, not much I don't like, but I'll tell you if I come across something I really don't like. This paint job is really nice. It has numbers on his shoulders there, 30265. And I understand on the artwork here, there's I got 30265, and there's other there's like 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that you could collect. And I understand some folks try to collect all the numbers, and that's definitely being somebody that wants to complete something. But I'm not going to go for that. That to me is way out of my price range. I'm just happy to have one because, like I say, they're very unique. So he does come with some accessories. Let's get to the paint job. The paint job is a very matte kind of look. It's not glossy at all. Especially for the armor. It's really dirtied and dry brushed nicely. They could have done a little bit more with this particular piece here, I think color-wise, it kind of just looks like it was put there. It could have been a little more, I'm not quite sure, but it just looks very bland. But nonetheless, it's a nice sculpt. It's a nice touch. But everything else, I'm pretty happy with. It looks really nice. The back of them, nice. Everything looks real nice. I'm pretty happy with them. It would be terrible to spend $40 on something that you completely hate. And I have to say, I by no means dislike this, and I'm actually rather happy I added it to my collection so far. So he does come with a couple of accessories. We'll start with the helmet. The helmet is even nicer. Would have been a really awesome touch, and I know it's never happens, but if you could actually press a button and a light would go on there, that would be really cool. But that's way out of the question. Got some dirtying on the visor, you know. I imagine that's supposed to be there, so let's throw it on. It does fit nicely. It just grooves right in, and then just kind of like, not so much snaps, but it just it's supposed to just rest in there nicely. Oh, there he is, guys. And you can see his face really nice. That's a really, I like the shadowing of the visor. It's a really awesome look. I like that a lot. And he also has the same number on top of his helmet. I guess that's how they identify themselves, by the numbers, and they probably don't even have a name. It's probably 30265, step forward. So, being a prisoner and all. But that's a really awesome look. He comes with these robotic mechanical arms that they just pop in like this. Nothing to it. And these fingers are all movable, which is pretty amazing. So I imagine he did some heavy lifting, hard work. So I imagine that's where these came into play. These do rotate. It's a really cool look to the figure. So these were probably his best friend when it came to heavy lifting and doing different things. So, and he's got a left one as well, which comes in nicely here. And just the give you guys a look at the sculpt work and the paint work. It really, I mean, it makes the figure bigger, but not so much to where it looks so out of proportion. It's actually like a perfect look. And these mechanical arms would be perfect to battle. You ever ran into an aliens movie? Wouldn't you like this setup? But it's really awesome. I like it a lot. So one thing I have to say is this particular piece here, which is really nice backpack. I think it has his number there as well. And lights, and it just slots in here, guys. So just kind of like that, which is really nice. And then it gives here's the overall look of him, you know. Really nice figure. But the only complaint I have about that back piece is it makes him very, well, I got him to stand there, so it makes him difficult to stand because of the back piece being so heavy. He oftentimes falls backwards, but I actually got him to stand there, so that's pretty good. So this guy's going to be cool. Maybe make a diorama for him in the near future. Pose him. But like I say, my final thoughts on this guy, for me, in my opinion, worth the $40 for myself. I'm happy I bought him. If you can afford it and you like it, I would say get it. I don't think you would be disappointed. Just be aware, and I forgot to mention this, that the earlier releases of this guy, they used a certain kind of paint, I believe, on the leg that adhered the plastic to the paint, almost kind of, melted it to the paint. And when you went to move your joint here, the leg would break. they had a real bad problem in early releases for this guy. So I was quite happy I didn't run into that, but there's no guarantee that you won't run into that. But Aura Toys does replace it for free. I've seen on a few forums that this has happened several times. And I'm quite happy that I didn't have the problem, because this is probably a later release. But if it's an early release of this particular figure, you may run into that particular problem. Just a heads up. But Aura Toys does send you a replacement pot for free. So, but you guys collect what you can afford, collect what you love. Don't let anybody put you down for not wanting to spend $40 on a figure, and I can totally get it for sure. And I was at a place many times where $40 was out of the question for anything. But now I'm in a spot where I can, a little bit, not all the time. But like I say, the uniqueness of this figure. There's nothing out there quite like this. And that's what kind of sold me to it, was the uniqueness of it. So anyway, guys, everybody that celebrates Christmas, have yourselves a Merry Christmas. Enjoy yourselves. I hope to do a video again soon. Thank you for my new subscribers. Please let me know how my reviews can be better, what you'd like me to cover. I just want to take the time to share with you guys my thoughts and give you a real nice up-close look at this particular figure. And just to show you, later on we'll do a review on this guy. I have, it's a Soul Commander. This guy was $29, so he was a bit cheaper. So we'll crack him open. We'll do a review on him. But let me know how I can get better, guys. I'm open to constructive criticism for sure. And as long as you guys are constructive, and I appreciate you putting up with me for the 12 minutes that you already have, okay? Enjoy the rest of your night, folks, and take care.